The station was in a security panic. There were rather alarming sirens going off in the common habitation areas, signifying some very scary things. Pressure leak, structural damage, and most alarmingly, disabled repair and security robot. "What the literal puffety is going on?" the station relations officer demanded of a passing security logistics flittertrone that screeched to a halt in its frantic pace to answer the call of the officer's rather high authority. "Oh, apologies, High Relator. We did not wish to disturb you on your registered vacation, but there is trouble in the starport embarkation facility. We are desperately searching for someone who speaks Earthling. There doesn't seem to be a translator codex on file." "Oh, human trouble, you say?" "And no, there wouldn't really be a translator codex. The humans really cannot stomach our names and terms adequately enough to ever get a reliable AI translation matrix established. But yes, I can speak a bit of human English. Can I hear a sample of its speech to see if we are a good enough match?" "Certainly." The recording was distorted by a loud hiss of a substantial pressure leak, and the screeching sound of a robot arm being ripped off and slammed violently into something. Again and again. The gruff voice of a bitter human growled, "I said let me out! And the next time one of your robots comes at me with another probe, I'm gonna get seriously angry." "Oh my. Well, yes, that is certainly good enough. I can talk with him. Let's hurry." The drone rushed along behind the officer's shoulder, apparently not willing to get there first. "Any idea what ticked him off so much?" "It was a mere customs sample extraction. He apparently got upset how we sampled small scoops from his property, his luggage, clothes, his smartphone, but then he got very upset when we tried to get a sample from him." "Oh, those stupid poor custom agents. Higgity schlompers. Humans aren't built like us. Their technology isn't like ours. They probably ruined all of his clothes and property."
"I do not foresee a resolution to this. We do require a sample for biosafety concerns, but it seems the human has gotten too violent, too destructive. When the security drippy-giggle-pittic droids handcuffed him with the dense polyphenol zip ties, he just broke them. Then broke the security droids. In a most ooh-ooh-ah-ah-ah manner that has left everyone terrified. How can this possibly be de-escalated?"
"Yeah, humans are incredibly powerful. A testament to their high-G, iron-rich terrestrial world. You know they even have iron in their blood? Literally. But I have a plan. I think I know humans well enough to calm him down, ease relations, and even get the sample." The officer smiled reassuringly over his shoulder at the drone. "But how?" "I am just going to formally introduce us all and start identifying things in the room. That should do it, honestly." As they got to the customs section of the starbase, the naval barricades and battle tanks were already staged, all pointing their UV cargops at the front door. There was smoke rising from the back of the Big Fling. The human was certainly busy in there. "Oh, don't bother with those guns. They won't hurt the human. Have I told you about their Homo's freaking star? Yeah, those cannons will only give the human a suntan." "Let's go inside. Oh, Sub-Commander, please come in with us." The nervous military officer peeked out from his wool-type barricade. "Me, sir? Yes, you will do nicely, I believe." As they hurried inside, the High Relations officer pointed to various items. "Grab that, oh, and that over there, and one of these. Yes, these should be perfect." The drone and Sub-Commander looked at each other in confusion, tentacles full of the random objects. What was High Relations up to? As the group wriggled their way into the sample room, they covered their tube glands from the acrid smoke of the several mangled and burning security, and even a heavy construction robot battery cores. The human was breathing heavily, covered in what he understood to be sweat, stuffing a rag into a gap of leaking air in the airling, looking wildly at the newcomers, as they wriggled in and set down some strange objects. Hey, what is this? I told you if any more of you squid things gets close to me with that ice cream scooper thing again, I'll..." The High Relator officer rose to his formal height and cleared his throat. A pinky tickle bubble bicker.
I say stay back. A what?
A pinky tingle bubble bicker. That's what the device is called. The human dropped his guard, and seemed to calm down noticeably at hearing English words. Allow me to introduce us. I am the Station High Relations Officer, but my formal name is... He took a deep breath. Hikiti Blingy-Ding-Dong, the Third. The human stood upright stiffly, a not twitch at his mouth corner, the mangled heavy lift droid arm in his hands already forgotten. Sub-Commander, please pronounce for this human your formal name. The Sub-Commander didn't get it yet, but stood proudly, and with a deep, gravelly voice said,
Boing bop.
The human dropped his improvised weapon.
No way,
he said, a growing grin on his face. Indeed, said the High Relator. He pointed to one of the objects he brought. And this thing is called a Clippity-Crickety Glavlin. The human's hostility was almost completely gone.
And that thing, eh?
A ting-tang walla walla bing bang. The human snorted.
I might have heard of one of those. And that?
A bio-boogie looby blub, but we just call it a blort. The human actually crossed his arms and grinned. I might actually enjoy living here for a bit. We do apologize for the pinky dingle bubble bicker misunderstanding. We don't need to scoop a sample out of you. We only require a DNA sample of a living cell of yours. It's for adding you to our habitation biosphere factors. I hope you understand. The human pursed his lips, nodding to himself a bit.
A living cell, you say? Just one?
He asked, as he started wriggling his nose. Indeed. Only one viable living cell. I think I got you there, he said, as he pinched his fingers up against one of the holes in his nose and with a quick plonk, yanked out 3 nose hairs, little white cell follicles still on the end. There you go. Have 3. As the cleanup droids began cleanup, the human and High Relator went to a separate room to sit comfortably. Oh, friend human, I never actually got your name. What brought you to our station? Oh, it's Mark. Nice to meet you. I'm part of some translation matrix Hey, what's so funny? Oh, I'm sorry, but seriously, Mark as in...
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I do apologize. This is just so childish of me, but that is the sound our toilets make when we flush.